SmackDown person on Raw.
Yeah.
Well, gee, Kane just popped up and there was no, he was actually...
True, but...
I mean, not only that, and one thing I did bring up to him like a week or two ago.
And again, who cares?
Yeah,
it's Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. Who cares?
Even to the point where, Big Show has been on Raw, but the last time we had seen Big Show, he said he was going over to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Right.
So at this point, it's...
AJ seems to have stepped into we need someone to save this segment. We don't have Jericho because Jericho's out on tour.
Oh, Brad already. Seth is going to be. Seth lost his mind apparently. I wasn't here, so could you tell me about?
I've actually I first read about this via our listener Brad Ryder's status. It was a screen capture, and I couldn't tell what the source was. So I flat out asked him, like, okay, how reliable is this source? Because this sounds way too good to be true.
Yeah.
And it was apparently from the WWE app itself. To which, of course, I told our son Seth, who's a huge AJ Styles and a huge Finn Balor fan, and he freaked out. He ran and told his younger brother, and then he grabbed his phone and started texting Damien immediately. Freaked out.
So, that's... And again, this is also... You know what's great about this match happening out of the blue also? There's already so much hype, so much attention about it, and it needed absolute zero build-up.
Yeah.
Didn't need no storyline.
Right.
Didn't need anything. All it is, hey, AJ Styles and Finn Balor are having a match.
Okay.
Sold. Okay, good enough.
Pretty much.
I don't need a hype package. I don't need a promo package.
Nope.
I don't need a story.
Nope.
I don't need week-long build-up. Let's just have the match. Works for me.
Now, of course, as some of you may know, we don't really talk wrestling news much, if at all, but the string of events that came from this whole meningitis mumps thing is just absolutely outstanding. Everything's just snowballing, and it's utterly amazing. But this is also our segue into the quick little early review of this is why I'm drinking.
2K18.
This is why I'm drinking. I have not been able to speak properly for at least an hour and a half, so I figured wine would bring back my...
Gift of gab.
That.
Linguistic skills?
Yes!
That's an SAT word right there.
Wow. Alright, so early reviews in regards to WWE 2K18. Spike has it. Damien has it.
I don't have it.
Spike got it early. Damien technically did not.
Really?
I got lied to.
Where'd you get it?
Go ahead.
I got it from
guys.
GameStop.
Uh-huh.
And as opposed to me getting it 4 days early, they mailed it 4 days early.
Okay. So you still got on day 8 release, right?
Sorta, kinda, yeah. Put it okay. Well, the whole thing is that you get it 4 days.
You get
early.
it 4 days early.
4 days
Deal.
before its release.
If you pre-ordered it or
You're
got
supposed to get it 4 days
you're supposed to
early.
get it on October 13th.
Yeah. So I should have had it on Friday. They mailed it out Friday, meaning they mailed it out 4 days early.
That sucks.
Yeah, douchebags. Well, before I got the game and everything like that, obviously Spike got the game, but early reviews were in from our friend Dan Law and a bunch of other people. This has fallen into the situation of let's get it out. They have a lot of really great things going on to it, but it is extremely glitchy. It is very, very glitchy. Gary Basham told me one interesting one. He was doing AJ Styles' taunt on the ramp, then all of a sudden the game just kind of staggered or whatever, and he was suddenly in the ring finishing the taunt.
Here's my question though: is that simply because of the people who got it, who pre-ordered it, or is that for like everybody and just wait?
That's everybody.
Just
That's everybody. It's just the way they released the game early. I had a thing where I was doing a 6-man tag match, and the ending victory animation, two of my characters were stuck literally together, almost conjoining as one, not moving, while one was on the outside, just standing still. I think Spike said he's experienced quite a few glitches himself.
Just like loading a screen just takes forever, then they just shut down. Really.
The one thing I will say, which actually shocked me, Foxy Foxxy, because I love the creation community. I follow Dre41 mostly for my cause, in case anybody's on Xbox One and wants a good call creator. Dre41, DRE41. He's excellent, but it downloads incredibly fast this year. Like, that's the one thing, CC, Creation Community, downloads incredibly fast. I downloaded like 4 things within a minute, and even she was like, whoa, already? That was quick. So, yeah, Creation Community seems to be working very nicely. They've added some RPG elements in terms of, like, your road, your story mode, whatever you want to call it. Like, you could actually interact with people in the background and everything like that.
That's pretty cool.
The backstage brawling has a lot of new elements to it. It's pretty cool. You see people in the background and they run away when you're going that way. You can fight outside the parking lot, throw people off the top of the truck, which I had Seth rolling hysterically because Seth was playing the game. So I decided to do Jim Ross commentary as he was playing the game, and he's pissing his pants. Yeah, oh yeah, I said, good God Almighty, he's broken in half, and Seth is rolling as he's playing the game, and I'm doing all the possible Jim Ross stereotypical lines I possibly can, and Seth is playing the game and absolutely dying. So, the game will only get better, I think, after the patch comes out.
Oh yeah.
And everything like that.
When does the patch usually come out?
It usually takes a couple weeks to a month before we see an initial patch.
Considering there's already one available on
the day of.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, I always get aggravated when games come out incomplete and glitchy, and there's a patch immediately for you.
That's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign. Because, I mean, these are things that you should have noticed. And not only that, these are things that this is why you hold open betas, to find these glitches. And then there's also the fact of, look, a game like 2K18 that comes out yearly on the same fucking engine, with the same company, should be in tip-top working condition.
See, my feeling is this. I understand 2K is trying to do the sports thing and do it annually with WWE.
Yeah.
I get it. Now, this is where I'm going to play the devil's advocate on it. Good choice of words for this nice episode. Whereas in, say, football, basketball, things like that, things happen season to season. People go to different teams and everything happens.
Yeah.
Now, it's not to say the world of professional wrestling doesn't have great changes, but I think with wrestling, they should do it every 2 years to really, A, work out the bugs in the game, 2, also, see what kind of new content you can come up with, because they did do a lot of new content this year. They've taken a lot of strides in trying new things. But I think doing it biannually gives them more time to really, really do some cool things.
I agree.
And it doesn't have to feel so rushed. Because, again, in the world of wrestling in a year's time, sometimes there's not a whole lot of changes to garner. It's like, the next year's game is like, okay, not a lot has really changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, also sometimes one of the things that they say is, oh, this happened too late to be included into the game, or this person showed up too late to be included in the game. For instance, this year, 2K18, obviously we just had the reunion of the Shield.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Now, if they waited another year, you could actually just have it in the game. Now, the other thing that everybody wanted, that of course was going to be too late, was they wanted Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Adam Cole came after WrestleMania, so of course it was too late to include him in the game. Now, had you followed the biannual thing, like I was saying, you could easily incorporate him and Red Dragon into next year's game.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also put in the like you can also have the stuff that happened before. Like you really want, like for example, the old school Bret the Hitman Hart, or you want NWO Bret the Hitman Hart.
Exactly.
Or even like, and of course I'm going to bring him up because everyone knows how much I love him. Aiden English.
Exactly.
I cannot.
You could have updated Aiden English.
I cannot stand it. The vaudevillain gimmick.
Yeah, you could have updated Baron Corbin's music. We just had the women's tournament. I'm sure, and plus how do you pronounce it? Kane-san? I forgot.
Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane. She's officially signed with the WWE, so you could have included her for next year's game. If you do. So I think, I understand, and though it'll never change because it's always annual, I like the old way it used to be where it's like every 2 years or so the game came out to really build it up, really make some changes, and you could really see some differences in a roster and everything like that.
I mean, this is where the difference comes in, where it's like, yes, they're trying to do that now with WWE. They're trying to do the Madden thing and the FIFA thing, but the thing is, the Madden thing and the FIFA thing has been going on for so long, they know what to do, when to do it, how to fix those bugs before the games come out. But WWE and the acquisition that 2K has with them, they're falling into the Ubisoft trap that they had with Assassin's Creed, rushing it out on a yearly basis, and the games are going to look phenomenal. They're going to look outstanding because it seems as though they only pay attention to the graphics, and the gameplay is glitchy and horrible, and patches are just out the crate. Like, they're crazy. Like, Assassin's Creed Unity broke the Assassin's Creed franchise. And
same thing, Mass Effect Andromeda just
And Mass Effect Andromeda also just broke the Mass Effect franchise. And again,
broke my heart.
I know. And then in 2K trying to do this with WWE so quickly after acquiring the rights to it, there's going to come a game that's going to be absolutely ruined. And right now, with the way the glitches are, and this is just the first week. I'm sure gamers out there...
Dan Law called it unplayable.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are some gamers out there that have been playing more than us right now, more than our friends have, that have come across many, many more glitches. And there's going to be a point in time where, come the next one, no one's going to really care.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily, though, because it seems that everyone doesn't matter. It's like if a WWE game comes out, everyone's going to clam over it.
Hey.
But at least the WWE games do not have the cover curse like Madden has.
I know, right?
You know,
granted, because gamers are loyal. Like, even though Assassin's Creed Unity broke the franchise, everyone still bought Syndicate. Everybody, we still bought the games and played the games, but the love of it is what died. And the reviews... are terrible, and that's what leads to, companies shutting down or other companies taking away like, it could come to the point where WWE goes, you know what, 2K, fuck you. Sure. We're going to find somebody else, and they're pretty damn good when it comes to their games, so the fact that they're doing this with one of their biggest franchises other than NFL is like, what are you guys doing?
Will that lead to another topic that happened?
No. Why? Go ahead.
About the company shutting down?
Go ahead. I don't know what this is. Talk.
Oh, yeah. I believe EA shut down a division.
Yeah.
Division, which makes Dante's Inferno and Dead Space.
Yep.
They're gone. They shut it down.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd seen it, but I didn't read the article.
One of the other games that was in there was a Star Wars game in development. However, that has been picked up by another studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, a division, I forgot the name of it, a division of EA has been shut down.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
I wonder how many people lost their jobs with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Similar had happened when it came to Mass Effect. Didn't a certain division of BioWare, BioWare,
no,
correct?
they paid the price for the failure
of
producers.
Okay.
The main company division that worked on Mass Effect Andromeda was disbanded. They didn't want to say they closed it. They try to word it as softly as possible. They said they've been disbanded to work to help with other projects and everything like that, which is not the case. Unfortunately, the studio took the blame, where it was actually the producers who were rushing them, and even the studio asked, just give us 3 to 4 more months to make this game perfect. And producers were like, no, we need to put it out now. And it's like, look, these people are loyal. They've waited this long for a follow-up to Mass Effect. They'll wait another 3-4 months. And as a Mass Effect loyalist, I would have waited another 3-4 months for a perfect game. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But anyway.
All right, moving on to something funny. Last Friday to be exact. And man, we wish we had a show going on last week so that we could have told you this, because the news came from Danielle to myself, and then I sent my lovely husband to investigate.
And then she told 2 friends, and then he told 2 friends,
and so on,
and so on, and so on.
Wow.
Yes! I love this show!
Hive mind at work.
All right.
So, share.
To those of you who live within the tri-state area, and to those who don't, everyone has heard of Midtown Comics. Now, for those of you who are not aware of what Midtown Comics look like, Midtown Comics is on the second...
I'm sorry, the main store.
Yes,
the main store,
the one near Times Square. It is on the second level of a building.
Which sucks.
And has not only the first floor level, but above, they also have another level. Now, this is also New York, so there are, like, big-ass windows everywhere. Their windows are emblazoned with Marvel and DC characters. You cannot not see Midtown Comics.
Yeah, seriously.
So, apparently, a customer at Midtown Comics was attempting to steal some of their merchandise.
We don't know what though.
Yes. Now this happened on